Welcome everybody. Hey, glad you all could make it. Brandon's here, and we expect maybe KG is going to join us. We're going to have TV talk, of course, as always. And today is our fantasy football draft. So, Brandon, I'll let you take it from there. This is your baby. What's happening today with fantasy football?
Well, yeah, we got a half an hour yet, but we're going to be able to jump in here and see our draft. We got 12 teams. And there's 3 of us, and then there's 9 viewers and friends that are going to jump in. And so I'll be putting my draft board up here on the board here. Hopefully I can find a way to show it in a manner that will give us the best view. Let's see. It just opened, so we're going to have to mess around to get it functional. I haven't done one this year, and I've never done one on a live stream to see how it works. So we're going to check it out. But anyways, welcome everyone.
Welcome.
Oh yeah. Cyborg GT says I got to eat dinner. He'll be, I think he said, in and out for the next 30. He's got to eat dinner and then get ready for the draft over there.
Out.
He's in England, so it's going to be, he's, what is he, 8 hours ahead of us?
I'm from the East Coast. I think from the West Coast, maybe more. I don't know, man.
I know it's 4 or 5 hours from the East Coast, something like that.
I got so screwed up with my Germany to America live stream I had with Patrick. We had all messed up. Next thing I know, he's on at 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. He's like, yeah, it's okay. I wasn't doing anything anyway. It's just like drinking coffee, trying to stay up on a live stream.
It's funny. I want to know if my hair is frosted tips. I don't know if you call gray hair frosted. It's more like,
hey, you're looking. What is it? You're looking good.
Sun.
New York City's coming up. We should all frost our tips and come back with that, right? All right.
I might just do dark. I might just have to get the touch of gray, man. My hair's starting to turn gray.
Well, it didn't hurt Sean Connery to get a little bit of gray. So try it and see if it works out. And now, before we jump into the draft, so the draft starts at what time? 2 o'clock. So
half an hour.
We're going to hit some news, and please ask questions. Any TV questions you may have, we'll answer them while we do the draft, because obviously there's a lot of silence on the draft itself. So we'll try to run both of them at the same time. So we'll have a lot of fun, guys. And we were hoping to get a lot of interest, and we did at the last minute. We were looking, for 2 entrants, and we got it. So if you guys missed out this year, there's always next year's draft. Hopefully it'll be a big success. So let's jump right into today's news. I'm going to throw this in. I had to start with this one. This is TCL's OD0, only because I found it so surprising. So this is the OD0. And forget the specs, right? Because specs are meaningless until you get to the actual TV. What I wanted to see was right here at the bottom of the actual press release. What do you guys see? It says what? $10,000 for the TCL X9 8K OD0, the X925 Pro. So let's just take a minute there and absorb this cost. $10,000. This is the same MSRP as the Sony Z9J 8K Master Series. The Samsung QN900A definitely is no longer this expensive. And so what OD0 or TCL is saying is we're going to take it to the big boys, right? We can do it as well as the best Samsung and the best 8K Master Series from Sony. Now, the question is, are they capable of doing it? And more importantly, even if they are, Brandon, if you had 10 grand to spend on an 8K 85-inch and you were to choose between the Samsung, the Sony, and this TCL 85-inch, which would you choose?
I'm pretty certain I would choose the Sony. I think just it being that Master Series LED, and I don't know. I've had some spotty luck, with Samsungs to,
DSC,
unintended. So I don't know. I like Samsung TVs, and I've seen a couple. I saw the 900R, the 85-inch, and it was awesome. I thought that was sweet. So I would hope that would be as good. But I think probably the Sony. I don't think it would be the TCL for 10 grand.
That's the thing. So just a little bit of context. This is TCL's best TV. Now, what does that mean? So not a lot of people know that the Samsung QN900A, their flagship 8K, has TCL's mini LED technology as its backlighting, right? That whole OD0, the TCL calls it, that's similar to Samsung's Neo QLED technology. They're just using TCL's technology. Now, what is different is Samsung they have their processor, and they've been working on local dimming zones longer than TCL has. Has TCL learned anything from Samsung is a question, and TCL is using its own processor as well. They feel pretty strongly that they can compete. And one of the reasons why this TV is very expensive is they are packaging it with a built-in soundbar combination. Obviously, it remains to be seen how good these packaged soundbar systems are that comes with a TV, but it's been pretty successful in Europe with Bowers and Wilkins. That's packaged with their premium flagships over there, as well as a few other, I guess, packages with premium brands. So here, I think they're packaging it with Onkyo or something like that. I mean, I'm not certain about the expected quality, but we'll see. And here's the question: if it's not on display at Best Buy, who's going to buy a $10,000 TV that's not on display? That is a hard one for me because of all electronics. One of the big reasons why or how Robert's able to sell TVs, you drive in from Manhattan, you look at the TVs and you say, oh, I like that one. But you can't do that with this TCL. And I know Best Buy is not putting many of their premium TVs on display. So you guys tell me, if you guys were in the market for a $10,000 TV, do you need to see that 85-inch TV first, or will you buy it sight unseen? I don't know.
That's tough, man.
That is tough. Okay.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. And, well, Rick has an opinion because Rick is a big fan of audio. He's saying packaging a soundbar is definitely going the opposite direction of the a la carte features that Technodad is wanting. And so I agree. I would rather have the option of having just the screen and the HDMI ports, right? So if it was the OD0 without any audio or just minimal audio, but then how much would it be? 8,000? So here's the thing that not many of you realize. So this is a great point, Rick. The audio part of this whole package, easily less than $1,000, probably less than $500 if I was to take it apart. The reason why they packaged it is this. They're looking at the TV and it's like, you know what? It's already 7,000. For another couple of hundred, we'll make it 10,000 and call it a day. Because if you take out the audio, it wouldn't be significantly less than 9,000. And that's the problem. A lot of people are blaming the audio. It's not the audio. I don't know what is up. Maybe it's the inflation, or I honestly cannot imagine why it's so expensive other than the cost inflation, the supplier inflation caught TCL in the shorts, because the audio, I don't care how good it is not more than 1,000 premium. So even if you took it out, 8,000 MSRP, that's still too much. So just let you guys take a dander at that. Now, another thing that we're going to talk about today is, now that the TCL OD0 is launched, what about the best TV of 2021? So 2 TVs recently launched. We have the Hisense Dual Cell that we spoke at length with Robert and D Nice previously. And then we have this OD0, which, although it's launched, it remains to be seen when it actually releases. But let's say it releases by the holidays, because they promised it will be released in 2021. The question is, all the TVs are out. What is the best TV of 2021, even if you take into consideration the OD0 8K and the Dual Cell 4K? So, Brandon, you've seen most of these TVs. These larger ones, maybe not, but where are you leaning right now? Best TV of 2021 to save your money for, and maybe OLED and non-OLED. What would your options be?
Oh man, that's tough to just say straight up what the best TV is. I'm definitely enjoying. What's up, KG?
Hey, buddy.
I'm definitely enjoying the A90J. I don't know if I could enjoy a TV more than that. I would just have to say, anticipation of the TV was one thing to say, like, it's a new OLED that's super bright. I mean, I'm partial to OLED. It's the best OLED in America, and I think it's even though it's not the 1,300 nits consistently, I think it's still, the expectations are higher for a lot of people. Like it, and it's like hitting the it's getting everyone excited that wasn't for 100% going to be excited for this OLED. A lot of people like D Nice and other people.
Can you share with us what your use case is? Because they may
Yeah.
think you're gaming with this thing. So what is it you're
No.
using that you feel that
No, I
it
mean-
is the best so far?
I mean, we watch movies and we stream, and everything is streamed. And I watch, I think it's 4K Spectrum. It's not HDR, but it looks like HDR when I watch pretty much anything on there. I mean, it looks amazing. The TV is amazing. And I had a 65 and I liked it so much. It was no question I was getting the 83. So I would have to say I'm pretty happy with the A90J. And I don't know about the LED. Maybe I'll just have to pass that one for now, but I'll maybe come back.
Okay, and I agree with you. A90J for me as well. How about you, KG? We're talking about the best TV of 2021, and cost no object. At this point, everything is pretty affordable at the 55 to 65. When I say pretty affordable, I'm not saying crazy over 10,000, right? A90J, expensive, but still under $5,000 for the 65-inch product. So what would your choice be for the best TV right now, KG?
For the best TV all around, I think is like no doubt about it, the A90J. Like it's gonna be hard for me to find a better TV than that. If we're talking about all around use case, like you do like pretty much equal amounts of everything on it, I would pick the A90J. Like if I could afford the A90J 83 inch, it'd be in my house. Like that's I feel really good about the A90J, and it's just such a good TV. It's like probably the best OLED that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like other things go, like use cases go, it's probably not the best gaming TV, but it is a good gaming TV. Like you can get away gaming on it. Like if you're not hardcore about it, you're gonna be happy with it.
And
that's the closest thing to LCD, right? Like for
I agree.
OLED.
Yeah. And I'm going to take on Classy's comment, G1, not take it on, but rather play devil's advocate on his behalf. And I know where he's coming from is, so he feels the G1 is best all around, image quality, gaming, and everything, warranty. So I would say that the warranty coverage is an excellent point. It is the only TV that's manufactured for parts up to 5 years. So that's a great point. The other TVs that we mentioned, the A90J, is not covered for parts up to 5 years. And also, I know that he is quite the settings, tweaking everything to its utmost perfection. And only with the G1, with its 3D LUT and multi-point calibration, if you're that kind of guy, I can see this being a great one as well. But as a counterpoint, we also, those of us who've been watching some of D Nice's interviews, hands down, he's chosen the A90J, even though he is a calibrator. And he does admit that the G1 can be more accurate. For his eyes, he ends up preferring the A90J. So this is a great year, by the way. I mean, it has a TV for everyone. So, no wrong answer here.
Let me say real quick.
Go for it.
No, it's okay. KG, go ahead.
I was going to say, I believe Classy said that he hasn't seen the A90J just yet. He hasn't gotten hands-on with it. So, like, I'm sure if he saw it, I think he would like it. Like, because he loved the A80J. I'm telling you, like, when you see these, like, 10% of the time highlights, and I'm not saying 10%,
even like the 1%, even like a half a percent. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the window. I'm just saying, like,
small.
when you see it, it is definitely, like, eye-catching.
And I was going to say a couple things, too, that, like, I like the G1 would be fine. I'd be happy having that TV. No question. I mean, and for gaming, definitely. But the mount and like that's not a small thing. Like you're going to have to figure out how to mount it, or you're going to have to get feet for it. So there's also these things that are, not just the perfect picture that if we're going to talk about its ability to get perfectly calibrated from that, tweaking it on that end, we also have to talk about how it just kind of swings across if you put it on a flat mount against the wall. So there's these little things that I look at that it's just, I think it's still really skinny and flush and it looks cool, but no TV is the perfect TV. And I think just everything involved, no VRR on Sony, the G1 is still a little goofy, but the C1 is like, it's not, but it doesn't have that Evo ability, or at least it's not supposed to. So there's just kind of like, it's kind of we're chasing our tail all the time with these.
Hey, B, before I jump into the super chat, I wanted to cover this question on the draft. So for those who are joining us, we're going to do both Q&A, TVs, any questions you have, as well as we're going to start a draft at 2:00. So Tech Me Out wants to know, hey, wait, can I still get into the league and the draft? I tried to inquire. Where are we with the league and the draft?
We have 12 teams. if someone needs to bail or if someone doesn't show for the draft, we may be able to like squeeze someone in last second. It might auto draft the first pick or so, but if we are to the point where someone's not there and you want to take over their team because they were supposed to be here, then maybe. But yeah, and while we're talking about that real quick, FOMO, you're drafting number 2. KG is 4, and I'm 10. Right. So I'm the last.
That's fair.
I need to share this screen so that we can get it up there.
Yeah, share it with me. I'll throw it up there.
And then you can just put it up there in the background once we get going.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's the draft board, I believe. So there it is. And then once we start picking, I think at the top of it, it'll start showing people's picks.
Okay.
And it'll show everybody.
So just give me an FYI. Who is the
you got to pick Dalvin Cook, man.
Who's the number 1, 2, 3 quarterback? Because I know my first pick will always be a quarterback, right?
Really? No.
Or McCaffrey. Or you think McCaffrey?
Oh no, you got to pick a running back. Yeah. Those two. Look at that's the top. That's the overall draft board right there. So if you look at that, you're not even seeing a quarterback until. I mean, what's the first quarterback if you look in that order? It's got to be Patrick Mahomes is down there. No, I'm sorry. They have. Who's the number 1 quarterback they got listed? That's weird that they have the number. Oh, yeah, he's the number 2 overall. So he's the 29th pick. If you go by, like, this is, Yahoo's ranking, which isn't always accurate. But, Mahomes in the 3rd round or late 2nd round would be more realistic because we're just doing 1 quarterback.
Yeah.
And the way they do the points, I mean, Dalvin Cook was a beast last year. So McCaffrey.
So I'm seeing – so the fantasy listing is McCaffrey is number 1. Do you agree with that?
I mean, if he's healthy, yeah. I mean, he gets 30 points a game, man. He catches, he runs, he gets 2 or 3 touchdowns every game. The problem is he's gotten hurt both the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and they overused him as well, right? They just use him for everything.
Yeah. I mean, they got to work that balance, but he's got to be able to stay on the field too.
Gotcha. All right, so let's revisit this TV question. Hey, 5 Point Slow, thanks for the super chat. How does the U7G compare to the H8G? So I reviewed the H8G last year, and I was quite disappointed by the H8G. It definitely is dimmer. It doesn't have the contrast. Fine for SDR, but its HDR was really a drop below the H9G. It wasn't even close. Whereas this year, this U7G is more similar to the H9F H9G from last year. Its blacks don't get as deep, but it has better, to me, slightly lifted black, but better contrast, better blooming control. So I would go with the U7G all day long over the H8G. U7G is a better value, in my opinion, than the U8G. U8G is definitely bright, but some inaccurate colors. I think U7G out of the box, to me, it feels more accurate. So, and same motion as the U8G. H8G had very average motion. I was not happy with that motion at all last year. So, yeah, U7G for sure if you have that available. All right.
Yeah, people are liking both those TVs this year. Hisense is doing okay, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Budget TV. I think someone wrote the best bang for the buck. I think you'd have to consider those Hisense for best bang for the buck, Remember, they're like half the price of some of the other TVs.
You guys remember when Hisense and TCL used to be under 1,000? This year, only Hisense is coming in at under 1,000 with the U7G. The TCL, you have to go to the 5 Series, and that 5 Series is a real drop-off from the 6 Series and from the U7G. So I wouldn't even consider the 5 Series in the same league, unfortunately.
I would have to say, I always credit you for kind of turning me on to the TCL and the Hisense TVs. You do a good job of talking about these TVs equally, but the Hisense TVs were a little better last year than the TCLs, in my opinion. And this year, I feel that they're the same, a little better, but now the price has gone the other direction, like you're saying.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like TCL is getting more expensive, while I believe that the quality of the Hisense is better. So it's kind of weird.
And speaking of expensive, for those who just joined us, we're talking about the TCL OD0 launching at $10,000 for an 85-inch TV. That puts it in the same league as the Sony Master Series Z9J, which I never thought would happen this year or next year or the year after. But boy, are we wrong. TCL believes it belongs in the highest echelon of TV brands this year. And I'm not saying the TV is bad, by the way. I'm just talking, can they sell a $10,000 TV? Sight unseen, because TCL has never put their TVs on display. I've never seen at Best Buy on display in the same way I've seen the other brands in Magnolia, and this TV better be on some kind of Magnolia display to get people to pay 10,000. So yeah, I'm kind of confused by that. Hey Leo, thanks for the super chat. My friend FOMO, have you heard if Robert has learned from LG yet if the QLED 99 will be getting VRR soon or ever? I'm still waiting. I know Robert's reaching out. So the VRR thing, just remember last year, the 8K LCD TVs from LG also didn't have VRR, and they never got an update to add VRR. Whether or not this will be this year, we don't know. So if you want an 8K with working VRR, you might have to look at the QN900A for now.
I don't believe that works with VRR either.
Which one?
I don't think any of the 8K LCDs have VRR.
Also, the QN900A also doesn't have VRR that works. Is what you're saying?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have that one this year because I know the 900 TS.
I'll be right back. Okay, guys.
Didn't work well. Okay. So yeah, so we'll have to look into that.
Let me double check.
Yeah, double check because I thought the 900A maybe, but yeah, double check that because I've been telling people it's the only 8K, and of course the LG Z OLED, I believe has VRR, right? And speaking of these troubles with VRR, Cyborg GT, thanks for the super chat. MediaTek SoC will be written over by Philips. So he's talking about the firmware. Philips is writing its own software so that the MediaTek chip used by everyone else for the HDMI 2.1, Philips has found a way to make sure that the 4K 120 resolution hit doesn't happen when you're gaming on the Philips TV. Now, considering that Sony also figured out this year with their XR chip matched to the MediaTek, it does appear, at least for the 4K 120, it is fixable with that chip. The question is, Philips, can you fix VRR? Can it work well with a MediaTek chip at 4K 120? And if you could do that, Sony, you need to hire new engineers. You need to bring them over from Philips. So thank you for that, Cyber GT. Thanks for the super chat, Kyle. Hisense UHG or TCL 646 for best mid-range. So I have both. I just got the 646 today as we speak, and I have the UHG. And my first comparison will definitely be the TCL 6 Series 646 versus the Hisense UHG, and we'll have the QN90A there as well for comparison because I do want to check out how deep the darks get, the blacks get, as well as the blooming control. Because of those three TVs, the Samsung still stands on its own as one of the best for blooming control, short of the dual cell. But for the 55-65 inch, which the dual cell does not come in those sizes, the 646 may be good. We'll see. I just unboxed it an hour ago. I have yet to plug it in, but I hope to get you guys some good stuff maybe tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Any interest from you, KG, regarding the 6 Series?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually looking into it for a bedroom TV.
Did you ever see the earlier 6 Series, either the 2019 or the 2020? Which one did you like?
My brother has the 2019. I helped him set that up, and I was really impressed with the picture quality on that. So I've always been a big fan of Hisenses when I worked at Best Buy as well. Like I always sold them all the time. They're just such a good value, such a good bang for your buck. But you're mentioning that they raised the prices, so it's like, do they still kind of warrant that price tag that they're asking now? That remains to be seen, right? So I think if the TVs are a significant step up from last year, then maybe. Because last year's TVs, I seen them briefly. I didn't get hands on with them. But for the most part, they looked really good. They did have some blooming issues. But, like the thing about blooming is everybody really needs to remember this about blooming is how often are you going to see the content that is going to exhibit blooming? And it's really just on text, it's on loading screens, things like that. So like that's how it is with LCDs.
You bring up a great point. So blooming is most noticeable when you have black bars. Right. You put in a Blu-ray or whatever. So if you guys watch mostly streaming, which sometimes have it, sometimes don't, mostly don't, you're not going to notice blooming. The TVs today are so good that in full screen, and this includes the Sony Z9J, at worst, contrast takes a slight hit. It doesn't pop as much, but you're not going to notice that crazy blooming you used to notice. Now, maybe in some lower bit rate or whatever from Netflix where it's like super bright and a pitch black, you might have it, but that's probably the exception. The thing with the TCL 6 Series last year, the other half of the problem was the black crushing. That was a big complaint last year. So this year, with this new Google TV, I hope they addressed at least the blooming control and not too much. I mean, the black crushing to me was not that noticeable, but a lot of people did notice it. So we'll see for sure.
All right,
And
I'm back.
hey, all right. Yep. 5 more minutes till draft. So we'll try to throw in some questions before we
No
jump into
worries,
that.
yeah.
Hey,
we'll
Rory
just-
Taylor. Thanks for the super chat. Hisense U7G, U8G, or Samsung Q90A. If I'm using it almost exclusively for next gen gaming. Oh, you got to go with the Q90A, right? But KG, you've been on this. What do you think?
Oh yeah, the QN98, like no doubt about it. So the thing about the U7G, I haven't seen it, so I can't speak on the U7G, but I've seen the U8G, and I can tell you that the brightness is, it gets bright, but some of the brighter scenes, I don't know if you noticed this, but some of the brighter scenes are just like way over brightened. Like it is not great in HDR, and the colors just kind of feel pastelish, like in gaming. Not in regular TV, but in gaming, I have a weird color kind of science for game mode. And the actual like picture quality in terms of the raised brightness on scenes is, you can see it, it's noticeable, and it's very distracting at times. So like, I don't know if you noticed that.
Question for your draft. This is a question from IRL. Tech KG, is the draft a 2 or 3?
Oh, it's at 2. It's about to start. No, it's the same draft. I have the same league. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay, guys, in 5 minutes, let me throw this up, and we are almost there. Right.
There was a video playing. I don't know if you heard it, but could you guys hear it or no?
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah. This is the dude talking.
I know. I was just making sure. I was like frantically trying to get it off the screen.
Oh, yeah, they always do that.
Hey, this is a great question by RJ Double. Hard to wait another year for the C2 when Black Friday is around the corner and C1 will be cheaper. Guess patience will pay off the end. So if you're waiting for the C2 because you're hoping it'll get the heat sink, right? Just look at the G1 versus the C1. Any minor differences, I mean, they are minor. So even if the C2 comes in next year, really what you're waiting for is possibly they're fixing the VRR near black flashing, possibly, and maybe it gets the heat sink, but the true performance difference in real content for streaming and stuff, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. So if it's a really good deal at the C1, you might want to pull the trigger, but then C2 will be cheaper this time next year anyway. OLED prices are dropping year to year. So if you could wait, always wait. Are we on? Oh, 2 more minutes. All right. Let me see if we can grab some more questions. All right, Cyber GT. Hey, B Noodle and Red Bull. Awesome food. What are you eating? What is he eating? Chinese
sushi.
food?
No, I have sushi. My wife picked up the $5. It's $5 sushi at Sprouts, man.
Okay, you know
$5.
what? I have to say, 10 years ago, if you said $5 sushi, I would be it would be sus, as they say, right?
Yeah.
But I guess $5 sushi today
Sprouts
is a
isn't
thing.
too bad. Sprouts isn't too bad. Like I'd be worried if it's some other places.
Yeah, I do like Sprouts soup. I like their fresh soup, and they stick it in the deli, and they just take it home. You got chicken noodle. Their chicken noodle soup is definitely excellent. Okay.
At least they make it fresh. I mean, they got guys right there making them. It's good. We pick a new one right off the table.
Okay, so we have 1 minute countdown left for the draft, and here
We're gonna put. Let's get the names real quick. So we have Autumn Wind. Who is Autumn Wind? I don't know.
Sounds like a kung fu master.
Is that Amanda's team?
It could be. Amanda, are you here? Come on.
I think
now.
it's Amanda. I hope she's not auto drafting the first pick. That would be.
You could
Does she get the first?
You could
pick?
zoom in on those names.
Autumn Wind. Oh no, it's Dorian. Okay, Dorian. See, it's hard because I don't know everyone's name. Like on the. Here we go. Boom. All right, Autumn Wind. Dorian's on the clock. So we can keep talking about TVs if you guys want.
Can you give me the draft link, because my link isn't refreshing?
Oh no.
Oh.
For whatever reason, it's the same one that I had. So.
Well, you might auto draft Dalvin Cook, so it's not the worst.
Yeah. Put it in my private chat.
All right.
And
Let me jump over to that. So private chat. Okay, I'm just going to click in the link that I'm using for the draft board.
Yep. That's all I
Just
need.
try to see if that works. Click on that and see if it pops up. If not, you can refresh it. You should just go to fantasy.yahoo.com and
I did, and I just don't see it.
And you refreshed and it's not there doesn't say the draft, like join the draft.
Here we go. It says join league. And
Are you logged into the right person? Are you
I
logged
know,
into
right?
Yahoo?
Am I logged in my Yahoo account? I think I am.
Is this a PPR league, Brandon?
This is PPR, yes.
Okay.
Is someone asking that? All the rules
I'm
are on the page.
asking that.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just double checking.
Okay.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for you. You're a friend, so tough break if you don't remember it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's PPR, so that gives the receiving running backs and the receivers a little more weight. So wait, is it got that dude's pick? Let's see. Oh, we're already on pick 4.
Oh, did it auto draft for me?
Yeah, it did. Let's see who they give you.
Oh, cool.
So it's only 1 minute.
Who did
You
I
got
get?
Dalvin Cook, I believe. Let me go back to the.
You got
You know what? Just auto draft then.
you got Patrick
No,
Mahomes.
we don't want to. Well, we can let it auto. I don't want it to auto draft your whole team though. You'll end up with like 7 running backs.
I cannot appear to get into that link. And you're right. What did I enter it under?
Maybe you did it on your phone, and then did you do it on your phone or something, or no?
You know what? Let me check out my fantasy league one more time to see.
I'm trying to get out of this. I don't want to see. Whatever I did, it messed it up. Because now it's showing just that Autumn Winds team because I clicked on it like you told me to. Let me figure out how to exit this.
Oh, here we go. I'm entering the draft. I'm in. All right.
I gotta go back and reopen this. So give me 1 second. Launch draft application, and I'm gonna share it again.
Hey, you gotta hurry up. You're about to make your pick. They might give you a quarterback here.
Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Okay, so it wants me to
Okay, be the installer. The qled 99 is now $1,000 off on sale at every retailer. 75-inch 8K 3400. Is this still trash at that cheap price? Because we know that Brandon did not like it.
So I
for $1,000 off.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a little suspect. It's $1,000 off all of a sudden. Right?
Well, we know that's what LG does with its LCD TVs, right? Every year they throw it out really high, and next thing you know, it's like bad.
There, can you throw that up? Then I got.
There we go.
Board. There we
Is
go.
it
Now
in?
it's back to
Okay.
the normal. Okay, so now let's see who's auto drafting. Is anyone auto drafting, or is it all good? I can't.
Did I
There's
get
only
mine
one.
auto? Was
One
I auto
auto
drafted?
drafter.
Okay, so the only auto
You're good
drafter
now,
was
FOMO.
FOMO, or is there another auto drafter?
It looks like there's 2: Team Hidden Leaf and
I'm not
and
complaining.
How are you
Magic
seeing
Lee
that?
Holmes
What
is
are you
good.
seeing that's different than my view? Do you know?
It's a little refresh icon instead of their actual like picture.
Got you.
Okay, so I have a quarterback. I need to get a running back now. I
You
need to
don't
get
have a quarterback, do you?
I
Yeah,
have
he got
Mahomes, right? So I need
Oh,
to
you put
draft.
Mahomes as the auto draft. I got you.
Yeah. So
Okay, now it's back to me. So I got Tyreek Hill, and now it's giving me an opportunity. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to be passing up on Jonathan Taylor there, huh?
well,
what
if
do
you
you
don't want him, I'll take him.
Hey,
Now I got to get a running back. So my options are, if you go to running backs, because people can see this, Jonathan Taylor is pretty far out in front of, and then it kind of starts to drop off. So I'm going to go ahead with Jonathan Taylor.
Hey, what does that Q stand for? The red Q next to
Questionable, like he's like Clyde
Injured?
Edwards-Helaire is yeah, he might be injured. So questionable
got
means
it.
he's questionable to play.
yeah.
the.
The only ones you
Okay.
want to avoid is the ones that say IR. Like if you see any of them that say IR on them,
Right.
don't draft it.
Gotcha.
This
Okay,
draft's
so
going
that's
pretty fast.
Yeah,
That's good.
speeding.
Hey, RJ Double's following up. Doubt the heat sink will make it down to the C series, but hopefully it will be less panel variability next year and assurance of getting the Evo panel. And so the Evo panel or the new 2021 panel, the biggest advantage is less energy consumption and it's cheaper, less expensive overall to manufacture. And some are saying that it's, I mean, I don't want to say it's better anti-burn-in, but maybe it's going to have more resistance to anti-burn-in, but we'll see. It's just every year that LG redoes their OLED panel, they always have that in mind to make sure it's more resistant to burn-in, and that's why they don't get brighter. They know how hard to push it before it's at risk for burn-in. So for those of you who want super bright panels, even with a heatsink, you're kind of pushing it beyond what its lifetime would be. had it been running at less brightness. So it's always a give and take.
KG
Oh, I'm
got
almost up.
Joe Mixon, huh? I had Joe Mixon
yeah.
last year, and he got hurt, and it was.
I know, me too.
Yeah,
I don't know why I got him again, but
You know, I'm
He's a good player.
thinking, depending on what IRL chooses, I'm gonna have to choose a team where they have a bad quarterback, because then I know the running back's gonna get a lot of work. and that may just be, I don't know, how's Chicago's quarterback this year? Who's Chicago's quarterback?
that's going to be Justin Fields,
maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Eventually,
It's
but
Andy Dalton right now.
It's Andy Dalton, so they may have a rough time.
You
We'll
know
see.
what?
Yeah.
I'll go with Dave Montgomery. So how do I choose the player?
At the top of the list, if you click on the person at the top.
Oh,
then
I
it
see
picks-
him. Okay, yeah. You know what? I'll go with him. Why not?
Okay. It's pretty good.
There we go.
So,
Okay.
who's sharing the screen right now? You're not on the draft.
I'm
You're on the
I'm
actual
sharing
thing.
I'm sharing
Oh,
the
that's
screen
mine. Am
for.
I on the wrong thing there?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're
Brandon.
not showing the actual draft.
Is that it now?
No,
No, how do I
now
show
we
the- how
see
do I show the draft
Twitter?
board? Like, I don't know.
Drop it into your shared screen.
Oh, it's the wrong one. I'm sorry.
cut and
Let me
paste
see.
Yeah, you're
into
just showing
that,
the
yeah.
wrong window. That's all.
Yeah.
No, I mean like, but the draft. Let me get back at this. Give me a
Because it
second.
pops up
Dude, I
a
have-
different window.
Here, I could share
20
mine in the
I
meantime.
got it. It's coming.
You got it? You got it? Okay.
Yeah, it's coming.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone.
they're
But
fine.
yes,
There you
continue with your football questions as we draft and figure this all out.
Yeah. Oh,
That's me.
There we go. There we
Am
go.
I up? Or no? No, it says 8 picks. I thought I heard a ding ding.
Nope.
Oh, FOMO's up.
FOMO's
That's why.
up. Yeah.
I did not
Third
just
pick, so
choose.
wait.
I
Yeah,
dropped
but
it.
now you're
It's a
coming back
snake
around the
order.
third round.
Yeah.
So let me help you out here. Who are you looking at?
It's on to me.
Yeah, you looking for a running back,
I
a receiver?
thought
or
I
what?
just drafted David Montgomery. It says
Yeah,
that I
you did.
drafted him, right?
Yep, you
What do I
got
need
him.
to
But then this is your third pick now.
Oh, I'm already on a third pick. Oh, heck.
Yeah, because you're the first. So you're second. So then it comes back around and you're going
Okay,
right away.
give me
So,
a wide receiver, maybe. Let me
wide
see.
receiver. Let's see. There's not a lot of wide receivers there. It looks like you got a lot of running back. Oh no, I'm in the running back. My bad.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
lot of
dude,
wide receivers.
pick DeAndre
Yeah.
Hopkins, man. He's amazing. He's probably one of the best receivers in the league, and you're going to get him
Okay,
really early. So I would take DeAndre Hopkins.
players.
That's a solid
DeAndre
pick.
Hopkins.
The top pick, DeAndre Hopkins. Hurry up.
I
You got
see it.
5,
All right.
4, 3,
Done.
2. All right, good.
Just in time. Yeah. I can't believe he's still around. I thought he was kind of old, but I guess he's still playing.
No. He's awesome. He's mad that he wasn't ranked the highest receiver this year too. So he's going to have some. He's going to
Great.
want to burn some people up. Oh, I just left my sushi sitting in the stuff the whole time.
Okay, so
Making a
okay,
mess.
so here's a TV question. Guys, I'm in your draft. Quick question. 65-inch XH90, which is the Sony 90, last year's Sony 900H, or the 55-inch C1. 850 euros versus 1100 euros. I go with the 55-inch OLED C1 for many reasons. One, this TV is going to look amazing for a long time. Despite the size, this is a keeper. The 900H, once you see an OLED once, you're going to be very unhappy. It doesn't matter if it's 65-inch, because this one, the performance separation is so great. I would go with the 55. It was closer. I'd go with a larger one, but this, I cannot help but say get the 55-inch OLED C1. What are your thoughts on Reberlay's question? 65-inch 900H or the 55-inch OLED C1?
If they're watching SDR or whatever, SDR gaming, maybe you could get the 65. But I think I agree. Like it would have to be like the X950H or X95J to do that, to take that LED over an OLED in that size. So
Yeah, great.
I'd take the C1 as well.
So here we have a person who's quite dedicated. Roberto, you love gaming so much that you chose a garbage TV. The QN85 is a garbage TV. Tons of light bleed and blooming. It used an ADS panel like an IPS, but I purchased it solely for gaming. So, hey, if you're a gamer, right? What can you do?
Whoa, here we got a tough one here. People might want to help me out. Who should I take? Let's see if they got in the comments. We got 40 seconds.
40
I'll
seconds.
let people get their.
Do you have enough wide receivers?
No, I'll take the best player or whatever. But
Best player on the board? Okay.
I mean, it's tough because Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are both good receivers. So it's like, who's going to have a better year?
Do you have a quarterback yet?
No, I'm not going to pick a
You're
quarterback.
not going to pick one until the end?
No, in like in the middle rounds. George Kittle, I could pick. I don't know. What do you think there, KG? Or Amari Cooper? See. Tough call. A lot of good players.
Yeah, that is tough. They're all good. You have your running back?
I'll go with Godwin. Oh, Kittle. I'll go with Kittle. No, I'll go with Godwin.
I can't believe Rob Gronkowski is back.
Is Godwin hurt that bad? I know he's questionable, but he's good probably a better overall receiver. Get more catches.
I picked Mike Evans in that same situation, but like, it's tough.
Yeah,
you could go either way. Yeah.
Yeah,
both of them could be bad picks too. Who knows?
Well, considering Brady has favorites, if it's Mike Evans, he's going to get all the catches at Tampa Bay this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Godwin's the number one receiver technically.
Right.
He's kind of like a Devontae Adams. He's just a really good. He's really good. Yeah. He got hurt last year though too. I think right. A lot of the season.
Who?
Godwin.
Oh yeah, he was hurt. A good portion.
Carlos says Godwin is always hurt.
Yeah. I'll probably regret it. This is my warm-up draft for my actual draft where I'm paying money later. I mean, we might be paying money. We're going to have to give away some prizes to the winners here.
Okay, so Arthur Tasso thinks the Sony X95J will be the best TV overall in 2021. So the X95J, since it's not an OLED, at best, it could be the best LCD TV, but normally when you go best, you almost have to go emissive because the OLEDs have improved to the point where in a somewhat light controlled room, you'll have a problem beating the A90J or A80J or C1 or G1. So Arthur, what makes you think the X95J can beat an OLED? Now we're assuming money is no object,
cut in
right?
Real quick. Sorry, let me get some advice real quick. I think I have to go for running back. So should I go James Robinson, or I could go Amari Cooper there too? But then I have no running back.
I'd say pick a running back.
Jonathan Taylor's pretty thin for my first four picks. Should I go with Robinson or should I go with Josh Jacobs or Miles Sanders or Damian Harris? Damian Harris might be a sneaky pick there. What do you think, KG?
New England. I don't know about Damian Harris. They're really stacked in their backfield. So like I would either go Josh Jacobs or James Robinson.
Cooper too. Yeah, I'm going to go with James Robinson for that same reason that he was talking before. If Trevor Lawrence is having a decent season, James Robinson's probably going to be a workhouse. You know.
Well, the people are saying getting Cooper or Jacobs
got hurt. So
yeah, Cooper Kupp would be a great pick. Or no, I'm sorry. Amari Cooper was a great pick just right after me, but I already had two receivers. So, but that was another great pick. Anyways, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Go for it.
I think I'm done for a minute. Yeah, I'm good for a bit.
Because
your pick's coming up in
chime
6
in
picks.
really quick.
All right, what's up?
We are on stream delay too, so like if you're in the actual draft with us, know that we're like on stream delay, so it'll be a little bit delayed for you. Yeah. It's like a minute.
10 seconds.
I think I better get another wide receiver.
It's not a whole minute.
Should I choose a wide receiver next or running back next? I have.
Let me see. What do you have on your team?
I have a quarterback, a wide receiver, and a running back.
I would get the best running back or receiver that's up next. So I'll tell you when it gets closer to your turn. There's a good amount of players left. Hey man, you can't ever start your team like awful when you have Patrick Mahomes on it. That's for sure.
That's what I'm thinking. He makes a lot of points on his own. Hey, Alexa Herrera, great question here. The OD0 seems really expensive. It is $10,000, but it looks like a TV that will last a long time. Future-proof with 8K, 120 frames per second, no burn-in risk. Okay, so the 120 frame per second gaming, you mean 4K 120? I don't know if it games at 8K 120 or not. That remains to be seen if it could even carry that. But the burn-in risk is correct. Now the question is it that much better than the QN900A for less? I would prefer Tizen over Google TV, so keep that in mind, although its audio is probably better. But if you're going to have a home audio system anyway, then it's a moot point that OD0 has a superior audio system. As far as last a long time, will it have better DSC than Samsung or vice versa? TCL has not been known for having better uniformity or worse. I mean, it's average uniformity. Sony has been known to have good uniformity overall. So interesting, but definitely don't buy it now. For sure, by Christmas, it'll probably drop at least 1,000 to 2,000 easily.
Bomo, you're up.
I'm up. All right, let's see. Wide receiver, DJ Moore, or running back, Josh Jacobs, or Miles
Sanders. What do you think, KG? We got to help him out, man.
Or Damian Harris?
I'm not a Raiders fan, so like I hate the Raiders, but Josh Jacobs probably. That's what I'd pick.
And is he very injured? Because the Q, should I be concerned about that?
They don't typically put him up there in the rankings like that. If they're that hurt, hurt for the season, they wouldn't be that high. So.
All right, then I'll go with Jacobs. Done.
All right. Dorian gets 2 picks. All right. Yeah. Throws. Yeah. You got to. By the way, you have to pick another guy and like 2 more picks. So.
Yep. Let me. I'll probably choose another wide receiver then, because I need another wide receiver here.
Yeah.
Or well, tight end. No, let me go tight end. What tight end?
Well, there's a couple of good options. Let Dorian pick his other one here, and then you get your choice.
Let's see, Pitts or Gronkowski. We know that Tampa Bay loves Gronkowski, or rather, Brady loves Gronkowski, right?
Yeah, he may not. I don't think he's going to get the same love. He's pretty far down there, I think, isn't he? I don't even see him on the board. I think Kyle Pitts is ranked higher.
Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, you also need another receiver too. So
yeah, but I mean, Pitts can be put in as a flex too, or tight end.
Yeah, we got a flex position.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can put him, but there's a good amount of people.
Yeah,
we gotta see what Dorian
Pitts
does.
is a good flex.
It's best to just pick the best player available at this point. Then
we'll see. Best. So rank is 47. Wide receivers 43. DJ Moore. Is that close? 47-43 between DJ Moore and the tight end.
Oh yeah, I mean DJ Moore is still there, man. So now
that's true.
DJ
Carolina
Moore is a pretty good pick there.
Who's the quarterback for Carolina right now?
Who is the quarterback? Allen? Wait, no, is it? Now I'm losing it. I can't remember.
Oh wait, no,
somebody.
What's his name? Is it Josh Rosen? I mean, they just brought him in, right? I don't know if he's going to be starting or anything, but
I'm not sure who the quarterback is. Is anyone who tell us who the Carolina quarterback is? For some reason I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I only have 25 seconds.
Someone will tell us in a second here. Oh, I would pick Moore. I would pick him. He's a great receiver.
All right, you know what? I'm not going to overthink it. Moore it is. Done. There we go.
Hey, okay. This one's tough.
KG, who are you looking at, man?
Let's see. It's either between Kyle Pitts and Miles Sanders here. I don't know. Kyle Pitts is unknown. So I got Julio Jones, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, and Joe Mixon. So,
yeah, you can go either way, man.
Yeah, it can go either way.
Pitts would be the more interesting choice. Probably Miles Sanders might be a little bit more safe choice, but you'd have to use one of them in the flex because you already have 2 running backs. So
yeah, I could also go Mark Andrews too. He gets targeted.
Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go for the risky pick. I'm gonna go
the risky pick.
The risky pick. The
upside. You pick Pitts?
Pick. Yeah.
There you go.
Now, why do you consider him risky?
Just he's a rookie.
Tight end.
That's all.
Is his first year or second year?
Yeah, it's his first year. He's never played in the NFL, so like.
Gotcha. I thought he was.
But he is the most athletic tight end that's came out in the draft in like the last 10 years.
I gotcha.
So yeah, he's really.
That makes sense.
He's just too big to be a receiver.
They lost Julio, so he's going to be one of the main targets.
He's kind of like a kind of coming out of college, like the size of like an Antonio Gates, more athletic probably even.
Yeah, he's more athletic.
And Spillage Village is saying, hey, keep an eye out for Kareem Hunt. Anyone have thoughts on Kareem Hunt?
Yeah. Last year, man, Kareem Hunt was pretty good because they kind of went to both running backs, but it's tough. You never know how much you'll get when you have another stud in Chubb. Chubb is like the main guy, but they both get a lot of love on that team.
Mm-hmm.
You have to also assume that Baker Mayfield can run that offense as high flying as they did last year too. Well, I guess, yeah. Anyways, all right, so this is interesting. I could go for Dak Prescott here. He's sitting in there, like, not too bad. What do you guys think? Quarterback or keep going running back receivers?
Go running back receivers. They get injured.
Yeah. I go skill position all the time here.
You know what? Since I don't have – I'm a little concerned about my running backs. I'll go ahead and draft Damian Harris and see what – let me see what the guys say, though, because I had, people messaging me last time, and I didn't. Let's see what they say. Anybody got any suggestions? I got 23 seconds. So
Put it in chat, guys. Put it in
Put it in
Dak
chat.
is healthy. I got one
Dak
Dak.
is healthy.
I know it's tough to pass up on a good quarterback, but let's see. Yeah, the other quarterbacks are down there a bit. We got a lot of quarterbacks left. All right, let's just wait on QB. Yeah. All right, we'll go with Damian Harris. See if he can have a big year next to Mac Jones.
Agreed.
Typically, they don't give the ball to the same running back twice and up there in the New England, though. So that's the only problem.
So keep it classy. Classy will be calibrating an 83-inch A90J. So the question is, at 83 inches, does that extra size skew biased towards the A90J? Not because it's necessarily better per pixel, but because when it's larger, it looks brighter. So how are you going to keep yourself from preferring the larger TV, Classy? Because that's a hard one. Only because it's large, it may look better. And then a large emissive display is just impressive, right?
Yeah. That's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Especially since he hasn't seen the A90J yet. He might be blown away by it.
Right. A90J at 83 inch. And now he has the
especially
77-inch
at that
A80.
size.
But at that size, I don't know, Classy. You're going to be like 4 feet, 5 feet close. You'll be like, what? He's going to return that TV, and his wife will be like, you're returning this again?
Classy's going to have an 83-inch A90J by the end of the year if he sees
because the
this
A80
TV.
to A90, literally, it's the same TV, except one has a heat sink and is pushed a little bit harder. That's about it. Hey, thank you from Germany. TechMed Rainer Richter, another great super sticker. How are you doing? Are you in the draft? I don't know. Do they follow American football in Germany? I know in England we have a few.
We have one German. We have one German in the team on the team.
I wonder if it's Richter. No,
it's a different guy, but another guy. He's in Germany. He said it's good.
Nice.
Oh yeah, German cheesehead. There you go.
I'm up next. Let's see.
I have to say, this is, I think, the first year where we have such a clear, I don't want to say a clear-cut winner, but a clear-cut favorite for TVs in the A90J / A80J 77-inch. And this is kind of cool because it's been a while since a Sony OLED, since the A9G when it first came out, that the Sony OLED was so dominant among reviewers and users, right, overall. But it's not just the OLED. The X90J and X95J is receiving a lot of love this year. The X900H last year, because it had gaming features, it got love. But this year, people learned, and they were just preferring Sony for its movie capabilities. Gaming, which is what impresses me. They're accepting that the Sony's not going to game, and they're still choosing the Sony. So that's kind of cool.
All right, got to pick here. I don't know. It's kind of tough. I could go for another running back in Kareem Hunt, but I got to pick someone that's going to be. It's tough here, man. I think in this spot, I'm going to have to pick.
You need a tight end.
No, I got to pick Dak. I'm going to take him just because I want to get a quarterback at this point. I got
That's fair.
5 position players. Now I got a quarterback.
That's fair. So I'm going to try to highlight everybody's team when they're drafting so you guys can see their team and also switch between the available players.
Yeah, it's hard. It's a lot of windows going on here for me. So
yeah,
I'm lucky I even got a pick in on time there. I was going to pick Kareem Hunt there, or I had also considered Claypool, but Claypool is going to have a beastly. He'll have a great season. I could have taken Claypool there. That was my other choice. I think he'll do better than Juju, but I went for. Well, I want to root for a comeback, so I'm okay rooting for Dak, even though I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Right.
They can do well, except for when they play the Packers. And McCarthy's the old coach for the Packers, so their coach.
Let me see here. All right.
You were talking about the best TV, or you're just saying clear-cut favorite? Do you think that
not the best TV necessarily, but
do you think the G1 will beat it in the shootout? You think so?
If it's going for accuracy, okay. So
is that one of the measurement? Is that one of the what are the parameters even for this?
They're comparing it perceptually against the reference monitor. And so there are two arguments. On the one hand, the reference monitor is a Sony, and so they're thinking Sony and Sony will be a match, but the reference monitor will have near black shadow detail that maybe the XR chip is hiding on the OLED, because with the OLED, they decided to get out of black a lot faster, which means that the G series, the G1, will be a bit more accurate for that specific content. So the question is, if it's all bright content, I think the Sony will win. But if they include near black content and you see the difference with the G1, which I think they should, to be fair, right? You're going to have all types of content. Then the G1 will score points there, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll win, but it'll get points there that the Sony will lose on. So it'll be, yeah, I'm excited to see once you match up all the scoring, how well the Sony does, because there will be a few things that the G1 will beat it.
Yeah. FOMO, you're up in one more pick.
All right, let me see.
We can help you again.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Let's see what you got.
Okay, so
you go either tight end or wide receiver running back.
okay.
Chase Claypool is a good receiver for Pittsburgh Steelers. He's probably going to be their main guy.
Yeah,
Give
I'm
it to
thinking.
him.
I'm thinking that too, right? Chase
Or
Claypool.
Odell Beckham Jr. is there too. I mean, he's going to come off of a tough to pick him coming off injury, but he's got talent.
You know what? I'll go with a ranking. Chase Claypool.
All right. I think you're all right there. He's going to be pretty good. I probably could have even taken him last with my pick. So that's 10 picks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least you didn't pick a kicker.
There you go.
Or defense.
The auto drafters are picking kickers over here. So
Wait, how many people are auto drafting?
just
that's
2 people.
crazy.
Yeah.
I know, but they're supposed to be here, man. Come on. It's like,
It'll be a team full of kickers.
Which teams are they that are auto picking?
Well, it looks like one of them's here now. But the other one is team hidden leave. I don't know. Maybe they're here and then they leave, but then some of the time it gets auto drafted for it.
Rita.
So, yeah. I don't know. I just know they got a kicker. I was so laughing.
Gotcha. Oh, there's the draft results and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see the different boards and draft board.
I should keep it.
We could have just left up.
Yeah.
There's the whole thing that has the draft board where it shows all the colors and everything.
Oh, that is very confusing.
Yeah. I didn't even see any of that. I didn't. There we go. Okay, cool.
I'll just rotate between draft results and
I like that.
round by round, I think. Yeah, round by round.
Man, I was tired last Saturday. We had the stream with Brian. I was already tired because I'm normally doing all my videos on Friday night. I'm up late. My videos launched Saturday. I'm tired all Saturday, and then I took a muscle relaxer, and I was like loopy at the last. I was like sitting here just like smiling, and I went and took like a 2-hour nap afterwards. I was so tired. It was a pretty long day for whoever was on that live stream. It was pretty crazy. So who's up right now?
It's me.
Oh, FOMO's back up.
Oh, I'm up. So I'm thinking tight end, Logan Thomas or
yeah.
Tyler Higbee.
Oh.
Or should I go with another wide receiver? All right.
You can go with Noah Fant too. Noah Fant's gonna be pretty good.
Noah Fant for Denver.
Yeah.
Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I can give you who my things tells me is the next best available. It takes a minute.
I'll say this: I'm not a fan of the Yahoo rankings. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not on the Yahoo ones. I got my own secret ones back here. I'm not showing
so what's
anybody.
your secret ranking telling me? I have 13
That's Robbie
seconds
Anderson, 35%, or Juju. No offense, at like 7%.
You need a
You
tight
know what?
end.
I got to go with Juju. Oh wait, yeah, I don't have a tight end. You know what? I'll just go with Juju. I'll do tight end next.
That's fair. That's fair.
I got to go with the Trojan, the Juju Smith-Schuster.
There you go.
Oh,
hey man, he's a pretty good hands.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Josh, quick question. FOMO, is Hisense H9G a great budget TV that has a great picture? Yes, it is. But if you could find it, let me know. I thought they were sold out. It's an excellent TV. I have no problem recommending it.
I got one behind me if they need it. It's right back here on the floor. If someone wants one, come get it. I think I actually might take that over to the fire department.
The H9G?
Yeah.
They'd love it, man. That's such a good TV.
I'll probably give that away to fire department, I think.
I need a quarterback. I don't have
You need a quarterback?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna draft any of these right now.
Well, I think you could. Are you up right now? Oh yeah, man.
I'm
Look
up.
dude. People are saying Justin Herbert's right there, man.
Nah.
Can you pick a Charger though, or not?
I cannot pick a Charger. Okay.
Oh, come on.
I understand that. You got options next round.
Yeah.
Pick Rob. I mean, I don't know what you think about Robbie Anderson, but
I already picked. I picked Cortland Sutton. He's kind of low on the draft rankings, so I was like,
sorry, man. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Pick your guys. Pick your team.
Pick
the draft is only one component of this, and
that is true. The lineup.
Yeah, I mean it's one component. Then it's like you almost are better off the first week of waivers picking the guy that gets hurt.
True.
You know.
Yep.
The next guy up mentality is kind of how you win these things.
I never lasted. Though. So do we add more to the team over the course of the year?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys get hurt, or each Wednesday morning or each Tuesday night, you have an option to put in like claims on the guys. Like if a guy gets hurt, the next guy like behind him is normally the hot commodity next week. And if you have a couple of guys that aren't performing well, you could pick up guys off the waivers. You put in on Tuesday who you want, and then Wednesday morning they do it in order of like who had the last pick, and you can pick up some talented guys for sure.
Right.
It's not always the case. I mean, 2 or 3 times a season you'll get like a guy that will change the whole league.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. More hot tub postings from this guy.
I just want to say, say that like for defenses, what I do, my strategy is I go from week to week and I just pick whoever's playing against the Jets.
There you go. It's not a bad way to do it, man. But streaming defense,
and it doesn't matter who their quarterback is, right?
Right. They have a rookie this year, so it's
even better.
Rough. Yeah.
Hey, Henry, thank you for the question. Quickly, A80J calibrated measures against the A90J. It depends on which one. Is 77-inch will be a different result than the 65-inch. Tell us your size, and Classy will tell you the answer. But the A80J at the 77-inch will probably be closer to the A90J than at the 55 or 65-inch. So let us know what size you're thinking of, Henry.
Well, my draft board is telling me that I gotta pick Robbie Anderson. So that's interesting. It's like 50% saying I gotta pick Robbie Anderson.
It's pretty good.
I don't even like him. I mean, he's a good runner. He's fast.
Sam Darnold's there now. So
Sam Darnold,
they're reunited because weren't they together in the Jets last year or 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're gonna
have some pretty good chemistry.
I need another receiver. I only had 2. I had Tyreek Hill and Godwin. So
wow, yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Robbie Anderson. Tyler Boyd wasn't too bad. He was all right last year, but they got T Higgins? It's pretty good too. They got other players there, I don't think.
Arthur says the Sony Z9J will be the best TV overall in 2021. Z9J is their $8,000 to $10,000 8K Master Series. If you guys watched any preliminary reviews, you'll see that slightly lifted blacks. It's blooming if you have black bars, but if you go full screen, it's an amazing TV.
Yep.
Hey, look who's here, Amanda. Are you drafting with us, Amanda? Which is your team? Let us know, girl.
Yeah, what's up with that? She should be in there. Hopefully, she's drafted. I don't know what team.
Maybe she's the hidden leaf.
Is she Rita's? No, it's not the first one. There's a team Rita's or something has been auto drafted, I think.
That's okay. Let's see. We got Andy just picked.
Oh,
Matthew Stafford. That's who I was gonna pick. Man,
Stafford.
Well,
just took my pick. Dang.
I'm going to tell you, this is going to be my toughest pick right here. This is where I start to, it's going to be like a struggle because I'm up next. I already got 3 running backs, 3 receivers. I mean, you can always go deep on the running backs, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough.
I think I'm going to add a tight end next, a real tight end.
All right. So that dude just took my guy that I was thinking about picking, Melvin Gordon, the Wisconsin alum, but he just took him. So now it's tough because A.J. Dillon's a backup. I could get some goal line touches. Tyler Higbee, I could get a tight end. Do you think he's going to be pretty good for the Rams?
Yeah.
Is he a rookie or is he second year? He's not.
He's like a 4th year, 5th year, but he's good. He'll have a good chemistry with Matthew Stafford. He likes the tight ends. So, like, Stafford.
Yeah, 500 yards. He only had 44 receptions and 5 TDs last year. It's not that great.
But I could
get Antonio Brown, but I already have a running receiver from that team.
Yeah, he was hurt, and they had some issues at quarterback last year.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I'll probably just have to go with Higbee.
But, I mean, you should just draft Noah Fant. He's the best tight end on the board.
Is he?
Yeah.
Well, how far down is he?
He's
You think I should pick him over him?
He's
You
just
think
one
so?
below Higbee. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
Vance
right.
good.
I took him. I took him, even though he's hurt and questionable, and he
He'll
was
be
ranked
fine.
lower.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry about rankings. Trust me.
Here's some advice. If you're looking to stack up on running backs, consider Michael.
Michelle, yeah.
Michelle, is that how you
Nowhere.
pronounce
Michelle.
it?
Sony Michelle, yeah.
He's in Baltimore now. So
Yeah, I wasn't sure who you're talking about, but that's sorry. Yeah. Well, actually, I went back to my other draft board and it said I should have taken a different guy, anyways. He's not even on this. Yeah, it's like this is completely
Secret.
wrong.
It's like a secret
Yeah.
draft.
I'm saying if you don't got Noah Fant right there, I think your draft board needs some questions.
Oh, it is,
No,
Noah
it's not. I
Fant
didn't
is
have my
gone,
draft board,
right?
but
Oh,
no,
gotcha.
he was my guy. Yeah. I'm using a different one. It's on Fantasy Pros, and it's linked into our draft, and it's got the live draft board on Fantasy Pros because I signed into DraftKings and spent $100, and I got the free year to this Fantasy Pros like Premium Hall of Fame edition, where you get it's like $65 just to get this. So I got it for free because I put $100 in DraftKings.
Yeah,
So that
Hey,
works out.
Carlos, thanks for the super draft.
I got
If
the
you have another
Fantasy
question,
Pros
let us
right
know.
here. Right
Yeah,
here.
Fantasy Pros good. It told me Brandon Cooks was the next
no,
up.
it's in my brain.
It's in your brain.
I don't need a
Gotcha.
guide.
I didn't see it. Sorry. I
And
was looking at the
when
other
did
things.
Sony Michelle sign with the Ravens? So M. Wolde wants to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did he
couple
get
weeks
cut?
ago, he got traded. No, he got traded.
Traded. Yeah.
I have to say I was shocked that Sam Darnold was traded to Carolina. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
They bailed
That's
him
why I like
pretty
Damian
quick.
Harris. Michelle got traded, and then Cam Newton is gone. So now there's no one to push those balls in the end zone because Mac Jones isn't going to run it. I mean, like last year, Cam Newton took all the touchdowns. He rushed for like 10 touchdowns or 15 touchdowns.
And then he got cut.
Yeah. So now that he got cut and they got a rookie quarterback, it's like they're going to feed Damian Harris, man.
Yeah.
That's
They
true.
have a
I
lot of
think
running
so.
backs. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. But Damian Harris was the guy in front of Sony Michelle last year too. So I think it's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I don't, who knows who's going to be the guy this year, but my team, I'm not so stoked on it. It's all right. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe Noah Fant will be the winner for me.
I might have to add another.
Teddy B's got to throw to him.
Oh, should I add another running back? I have 2 wide receivers. I have 3 wide receivers, and
Yeah, you need a running back for sure, dude.
another one.
You
Right?
absolutely need a running
So I'm
back.
thinking, how about Sonny Michelle?
So he's the Rams. He's not even the top guy over there, is he? Let's see. No, yeah, I mean,
So we have
let's see.
Sonny, James Conner, Zach Moss, Jamal Williams, Kenyon Drake.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette.
You need a tight end. You need let's see.
Let's see. My tight end is. Oh, I don't have a tight
You
end.
don't have one.
Oh, I need a tight end. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get into a tight end. Okay. Oh, Dallas Goddard. What do you think of that?
Maybe.
Goddard?
Goddard?
Yeah.
I like
mean,
Gesicki.
Well, just pick one of them. You got to run out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Goddard.
Goddard's good. He was pretty
Yeah.
good for me last year.
There we
He's
go.
solid.
Goddard
He
it
was
is.
playing. This is tough, man. I got some weird recommendations coming up. Michael Carter for the Jets is like 3rd on the board for this current pick.
Who here is a Vikings
I don't know
fan?
who that is.
Not me. I don't even know. He's a running back for the Jets.
He's
down there at
not
pick
on my
105.
draft board. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes this stuff gets all jacked up. He's up here on the Yahoo draft board, like in the next round.
So Carlos gave us a super chat and wants to know: will the G1 make the Vikings offense look better? So we're talking slow motion, good motion, purple. Maybe improve the purple. Which
I
has
think
good purple?
they could be pretty good this year. Hey, if Cousins can just stop talking about vaccine stuff and just throw the
Oh
ball,
no,
he'll be all right, man.
Cousins.
Well, I mean, he's
Oh.
kind of a strange cat.
Yeah.
But no, they got a good offense. They got 2 great receivers.
Oh wait,
and they
I'm
got
up again. Okay,
you're up again.
so
They got a great running back and 2 great receivers. They just need a quarterback to throw it to him
should I get another? Let me see.
and a
I
line to
have-
protect him.
Now you should go for like skill position, like backups.
So another wide receiver. Or
Yeah,
another
No, I
running
would
back?
get another running back because you
Running
only
back,
have
running
3
back,
total
right.
running backs.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
You get
So we have Zach
possibly
Moss,
James Conner.
Moss, Williams,
Connor's
Drake.
backing up. Is he backing up in Arizona?
Yeah, they're gonna rotate backs in Arizona.
Oh,
Most
they're going to
likely.
rotate. That could work. Connor's got
it
some
might
touches.
be a backup. Or Hines down in Indianapolis. He's like the third down back, but I don't know.
Hines, Singletary, Leonard Fournette. Is he still a thing?
Yeah, he could be good. Leonard Fournette could be. They got two. Sam Donald. Oh no, you got to draft pick quicker.
It's too late. Who did they draft for me?
Sam Darnold. You got
It all started as Sam Darnold.
You got a backup quarterback. That's all right. You need a backup
All right.
quarterback.
You know what? Patrick Mahomes may get injured.
Make sure you take it off auto draft now. Click on the undo it.
I'm not gonna touch that one.
Wait, Team Hidden Leaf is auto drafting again?
Oh,
or is that the team that's been auto drafting?
I am.
You are up, KG.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man.
So Crypto Color Lights Tech has a question. Whose channel is this? This is a live stream channel that Be the Installer, Brandon, and I are sharing so that we put all of our live streams on this channel. It makes it easier to organize our content this way.
Oh, if you guys hit the like button, this is probably not our most lively live stream.
No,
people don't come for our fantasy football knowledge. They come for our TV
but you can still
knowledge.
ask your TV questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Hey, Amanda is saying that it's not letting her in the draft. She's getting killed with this auto draft.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Amanda, however you clicked on the sign up, go back in and click on the same link I sent you before. I don't know if it's not logging you in or whatever, but you're in it. So if you have a team in the league, it should just go back to the link I sent you on Instagram or whatever and click on the same link.
She's here now.
Oh, that was a while ago?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She's here now.
It says it still says right there. I mean, she just commented 1 minute ago that it's not letting me in the draft.
Oh, it says she's in here. It says she just joined right here.
Okay. Maybe that is cool. Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Yeah, that's the thing. Crypto Color Lights Tech. Maybe I don't know if I said that right. He said I subbed. That's a problem we're having is people that follow us on our other channels aren't really understanding that we're over here now doing live streams. So we're trying to get that word out as best we can. But you got to actually, to get these updates for this channel, you're going to have to subscribe and set the notifications for this channel. Otherwise, you won't get it. So we're working on growing that. Hopefully by Black Friday and decision-making time, we'll have everyone that wants to be on will be onto this channel and get that information. And we're going to try to do one of those long live streams again. Maybe bring in ratings and some other people and get that going for Black Friday. But we'll have to get some people subscribed to the channel. All right, I'm in 2 picks. People got to start telling me who I should pick. There's some good choices here. I think there's a couple good choices, actually. I'll talk about who I might pick in a minute, but start loading up the comments for me if people can see this.
I didn't see Michael Thomas was still out there. I'll be honest with you. I know he's hurt, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. I sat around waiting for him all year last year. Actually, I had him 2 years ago when he blew up, and then last year, my friend had him. He picked him in the first round, and he was hurt all season, man. So it was pretty rough. And he didn't even play well when he was in, though. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah.
Tough
Honestly, from here on out, it's just really backups. You don't really need to stream this part of the draft. Honestly, it's pretty straightforward from here.
Yeah. Do we lose FOMO?
No.
There we go.
I
forgot to add myself. Hey guys.
No worries.
You're good.
Hey Caleb, did I miss your super chat? Let me find it. Thank you for letting me know. So let me look for his super chat real quick here. There it is. Got it. Thanks, Caleb. Yeah, if I missed your super chat because I disappeared quickly over there. Caleb, thanks for the super chat. TCL R646 at 1300 or the QN98 1600, both 65-inch. Series X 120 hertz VRR. So you got to go with the QN98 because we know its VRR works well. Its 120 hertz works well. And I do have the 646 here, so I'll compare it to the QN98. But if you're serious about gaming, the QN98 we know is proven. The TCL still has to prove itself for gaming.
I'm going to go ahead and pick Brandon Cooks on this one. I was going to pick Devontae Smith, but he's the same bye week as some of my other players, so I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks. All right, anyways. Yeah, I don't know. KG was saying we could turn the draft off. I don't know. Do people want to see the draft? Keep seeing the draft as we talk, or should we talk just talk TVs and.
Yeah, we could just talk TV at this point.
Yeah.
Let me in. I have no idea what's going on now. Oh, Amanda. So Amanda just got in and just in time to be confused and pick backups.
Also,
no worries.
Someone had asked, be the installer, since you have both 83-inch TVs, which you prefer? I definitely prefer the A90J. It's brighter to me. I think gamers, I think either one will be just fine because they're going to be awesome. But I think I watch more movies than gaming, and when we game, we don't even game like high intensity or anything. I'm just playing games. It doesn't matter if I have a little screen tearing or something. I'm not even playing 4K at 120, you know. So A90J all the way for me. Yeah.
And for those thinking of the X95J, because it's more affordable than the A90J, Classy says that he's got the numbers for the X95J now. Lots of markup and room for price to drop.
Yeah.
So the question is, how much must the X95J drop before it becomes a recommendation for you guys? Because I do like the X95J based on your reviews, but at 2,000, it's too expensive. What are your thoughts?
Fumble, you're roboting for me. I don't know if that's the case. Do you hear him roboting? Or
am I roboting?
It sounded fine to me.
Oh, okay.
He sounded fine to me. Sorry. It could just be a random glitch. I heard what you said. I think the X95J, I mean, I think at that $1,500 range, I think it was like $1,599 at the 65-inch. I could see it. I mean, to be honest, I think anyone could buy it. I mean, I know it's like $100 less than the QN90A, but honestly, dude, the TV is good, and it just has a little bit of, it has blooming, but off angle, it's not as good as the QN90A. But I think overall, it's a more safe bet. It's a safer bet. And a lot of people that are going to put that in their living room, for the most part, would prefer the X95J over the QN90A. Us who are technical and like are looking for like the black level and all that, then I could see the Samsung QN90A performing better. But I think a lot of average people are just going to pick the X95J. So if it can get close, you know, I would say it's a pretty good shot.
Classy's thinking. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm thinking.
Oh, I was going to say, Classy's thinking 1,600 is where it's going to drop because he has access to the margins and the markups. So 1,600, I think that's compelling enough.
That's what I said. Yeah, the $1,599 was where it was last year. I believe that's where it was around Black Friday. Yeah, the X950H. All right, I need a little help on this one. Where am I looking for? I'm not going defense or anything. Let me go back to my cheat sheet. They're still trying to tell me to take that guy, Michael Carter from the Jets. I don't even know who he is. Does anybody know Michael Carter from the Jets? And plus, he's on the Jets, dude.
Yeah, I would draft him.
That with no offensive line, I don't know how many yards they're going to make on offense. Just terrible.
I'll take Leonard Fournette, man. We'll see. He ended up being the guy down the stretch for them.
Yeah, you never know.
It's fair.
Because I need to pick up some backup running backs myself.
Yeah, I did too. I only
is
had
David
3,
Johnson too old should I even consider him at all?
I don't even know who that is. Where is he?
He's on Houston. I know he did well with Arizona a while back, but that's like several years ago.
I don't know. I don't know. He's not even on my top group here. Pretty far down. There's some guys. Again, we got that. Oh, Baker Mayfield just went. That's a pretty good pick for this late in the draft. Ben Roethlisberger. There we go. We're going right.
You must have sorted your draft like different, like on your players, because like he's like 3rd or 4th on the Jets depth chart.
Michael Carter.
Yeah.
This must be old or something, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, what about for other running backs? Kenyon Drake, Singletary, or Pollard? Because I need to pick some backup running backs.
Still out there?
Yeah, Kenyon Drake is pretty high on this list. Again, I don't know how old this is. What's up?
He's gone. Kenyon Drake.
Really? I see him still on my list. Still.
Okay, he's gone now.
Oh, okay.
Was he just picked?
That's why I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was just picked.
Okay, there he is. Dude, there's still – this guy keeps coming back up. I said get rid of this guy. Remove him completely.
Yeah, I can't get rid of those guys sometimes, man. I don't know what's going on with that. That's just something new that's been happening.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Carlos, answer your question. FOMO, any word on the new Onkyo HDMI 2.1?
I see why.
It's supposed to be launching soon or releasing soon. Everyone's excited about it because it has Dirac, but Whether or not the 2.1 works well or not, I don't know. I don't have any personal experience with it, and I'm waiting for gamers to review it, because that's it. It's like they have to dive in and game with it and with the TV. Does it work with the TV? Like Denon's recent 2.1 adapter is not working well with LG TVs, right? So
Right.
you got to match it to the right TV and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, I'm almost up. So what do you guys think? Singletary? Oh, I'm up. So running back. What are you guys? What are your suggestions for running back?
Running back?
Johnson's available. Pollard's available. Lindsey.
Yeah, my board says David Johnson is the next running back up.
All right. Why not? All right, done.
Again, I don't know how great this board is. I'm just trying to
Right.
give the best info. But there we go. Tier 6. Weird.
A lot of these guys you might end up dropping, like for waiver wire people anyway. So
Yeah, the thing that I'm looking at is, okay, I'm trying to figure out why it's suggesting players. Oh, there we go. Top players. Okay.
So here's a great point from Timothy Dalton, otherwise known as the old, was it James Bond, right? Grabbed a 65-inch X900H for $950, which I'm absolutely in love with. Don't even care about VRR or 4K 120. This panel is absolutely gorgeous. As a matter of fact, it is. I believe, Classy, didn't you say that you may prefer the X900H for movie watching over the X90J, because the X90J showed a little bit more of that blooming, whereas the 900H slightly lifted blacks, but the blooming isn't as obvious. So not a bad choice at all. And that was a great TV last year just for movie watching and streaming. So good choice. Slightly dim for some, but good enough for most.
cool.
Sorry, you're up in 2, FOMO. There you're up.
Again, all right. So
Yeah, you get those 2 picks in a row when you're in the front of the end.
And then, all right. So
Yep.
maybe I should get another tight end or what?
No,
Where should I be
let's
drafting
see.
now? Let's see. I
You just
have
want to get
another wide receiver.
Yeah,
you
that's
want to
fair.
get another running back. You
Another
only have
running
3
back.
total running backs
Oh,
on the
that's
whole
not
team.
good. All right, all right.
You need to get another
Yeah.
running back.
So we got Michael Carter, Pollard, Lindsey,
He's got 4.
Madison.
Michael Carter keeps coming up there. You keep telling me he's not playing, but he keeps showing up on that list.
So maybe Pollard, Dallas. How deep is the Dallas running back? Or
Oh, they got Zeke. I mean, Zeke is the
Oh,
main
yeah,
guy. It's just a
yeah.
backup.
Yeah.
You're just picking a backup at this point.
who does?
Yeah.
Just pick one of them before you get another quarterback.
I know, right? All right. Let's see.
I
I'll
just
go
take
Tony
him.
Pollard. Why not? Zeke might get injured and then he'll be up.
There you go.
Yeah, it's slim pickings right now. there's not a lot out there right now.
Let's see. Anyone else got some good questions we can answer?
Is it time to pick defenses yet?
You
Almost.
can. Someone
Yeah,
got
you
Tampa
can.
Bay. I should have picked. Tampa Bay could be really good this year. They could be like
Okay.
a game-changing defense. They destroyed Mahomes in the Super Bowl last year. That was quite a game. All right. I'm up in a couple here, so I'm checking out who I got.
All right. I think the 85-inch X95J, once it's dropped to its natural price where the 950H ended up, it's going to be a great seller. But I think they're going to sell out because there's not enough of that stuff in stock. I think production constraints. If you're interested in the 95J 85-inch, pay attention to that because it'll probably sell out quick due to inventory issues between this year and next year. Something to keep in mind for 85-inch shoppers.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. Yeah, interesting. This is some crazy stuff. Okay, did someone take that guy finally off the board? Nope.
Yeah, I think he's gone now. Nope, no, he's still there.
It's so funny.
All right,
Yeah.
team. What is the cleanest panel that we've seen this year? all the TVs we've seen, for me, it's the A90J OLED. That was my cleanest panel, and it better be as a masterpiece. How about you guys?
Right, that better be, right? Yeah, that was the same thing here. Like, that was the cleanest panel I had. I didn't have any uniformity issues on it. I was really impressed with it.
Which one?
The A90J.
Gotcha.
I know you had a bad one, right?
I had one. Yeah, one
Yeah.
had pretty. I had to take one back, but they fixed it out and got it, and I've had good luck on the other ones.
That just goes to
Yeah.
show you, like, you can get it on anything.
Yeah.
True. Hey, Richter Rayner, TechMed, thank you for the super duper chat. Okay, guys, I like how enthusiastic you are about football, but it should be the real football. Enjoy and see you next time. By the way, I watched some games of Dusseldorf, Rhine, Fire.
Oh, wow.
As long as they existed here in Germany. Hey, that's awesome. I didn't even know
I lived in Germany for a while. Like, I remember
yeah?
Ryan Fire.
Are you
yeah.
a military brat?
Yeah, I am. Mhm.
All right.
And my mom's German too, so
Oh, that helps.
yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I gotta pick one of these top guys. Now I can pick either a backup tight end, got Jonas Smith, or that Michael Carter. I just for some reason want to take him on the Jets. He's not going to do anything good this year. Or I can take Chenault Jr. from Jacksonville. What do you think?
I like the name Chenault.
Or I can take James White, who's a backup to
Okay.
Damian Harris. What do you
All
think,
right.
KG? Should I just go with the more stable guy? Well, I better pick someone quick.
Autographed.
Yeah,
I just took Carter. Whatever. He's a rookie. We'll take him. Maybe he'll blow up. Who knows?
maybe. I mean,
Yeah, I
he's
doubt
listed. They got high
Hey.
hopes for him at Yahoo.
Dude, they got 5. Yeah, because they have 5 running backs on their team. That's why they're doing like a split backfield situation. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Here's a somewhat difficult question. Best 75-inch gaming TV for under $2,000. 75-inch, $2,000 gaming.
Oh, what's the option?
What would be the X90J? Is X90J 2,000 yet? Close?
Yeah, if I had to guess, that could be a good option.
Or the,
What is the QNED 90? I don't know if that's a good. I know it's got good.
not the
gaming
75-inch.
specs.
Yeah, that's not gonna be that price.
Yeah, that 65-inch is just below 2,000 now, but
Mhm.
the 75-inch,
So,
I don't think it's going
yeah.
to drop that much.
Maybe. Let's see. No, I don't even think the 75-inch will drop that much.
Not this early.
Man, dare I say a Vizio P Series? Maybe. I don't.
But for gaming, I mean,
Yeah,
right?
I hear really good things about it for gaming.
Oh, okay.
actually.
All
Yeah.
right. So YJT, if you're considering the P series, don't forget, if you buy at Best Buy, get the annual warranty service for $200 a year. It'll cover you for 2 years, or buy the
Right.
extended warranty, because it is a Vizio after all. I don't want you calling back and say, hey, you guys recommended Vizio and now my life is hell.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not too many options in that department.
Okay, Rocker's question. Can you recommend a 2-channel amp that connects into the TV and volume would be controlled by the TV? Anything better than the Arlic A50? Boy, man, that's a 2-channel. So your TV has to output optical, I assume. It's not going to be controlled by the TV. The problem is, if you want your TV to control it, it has to be eARC. And even then, it has to be very device specific. So I would say it's going to be a couple of devices. Apple TV, and then the Apple TV would be connecting to something else. Man, using the controlled by the TV is the big problem. If you eliminated that, you probably get better sound quality. But if you want your TV to control it, it kind of limits your choices to devices that allow the TV to communicate with the device directly. And I don't know of any right now besides the Apple TV type devices. How about you guys? You guys ever seen a device where the TV controls the integrated sound system or the external sound system?
Yeah. Wait. So the TV just controls the volume? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Or everything.
It should control everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most TVs at this point with the ARC and eARC can control everything.
Yep.
So all my TVs control all the volumes of receivers and
As long
soundbars.
as it has eARC, right? But if it doesn't have eARC, you're going to be able to control it, right?
Things used to, even with just the ARC, it used to do it. So I don't even know if I have the eARC enabled on some of them.
Right.
Yeah, it has to have ARC.
It has to have the ARC, is what I meant, yeah. Because a lot of these externals don't have an ARC HDMI connection because they're dedicated But yeah, I guess with a regular AVR, not a well, 2-channel. I think Denon might have a 2-channel that has an ARC, but I'm like so out of that realm because they're kind of their budget models are like that, and the budget models tend to have they're kind of short on features. So, hey FOMO, how about the 77-inch A80J calibrated with a Sonos ARC for sound compared to the 83-inch A90J as sold? I take the 83-inch A90J and then wait a year or two to add sound because you cannot replace size. Getting the sound later is better than getting 77 and wishing you had a larger size. You can't do anything to make it larger. So go with the 83-inch A90J as is, and then suffer with that sound for a year or two, and then add a sound bar later. I think that would be the better go. What are you guys? You think you should get an A80J now with a Sonos ARC, or A90J and then add sound later?
See, that's tough. Because if you have the Sonos ARC already, that is a good like one piece solution. But like if you don't, I think the A80J sound is pretty good for the most part, and I would probably just go with the higher end A90J.
Larger, 83-inch.
If you can, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he's asking exactly. So
I don't either.
I'm trying to figure that out.
He's saying like the cost of the A80J plus calibration plus a Sonos ARC.
Yeah.
A90J as is all day.
I have I have these things, and I move my Sonos ARC into my bedroom just because in the living room the A90J sounds good enough by itself, man. I'm like, whatever. So I have it out in the living room, and the Sonos ARC sounds better than the speakers, of course, a lot better, like way better. And I have the sub too, so I kind of want to move it back, but it's the TV is amazing. Add some sound later, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think most people are gonna love the sound. Honestly.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, you know what? I think it's time to draft a kicker, right? I'm thinking Buffalo kicker or Atlanta kicker.
No, it's not quite kicker time, but
not quite. Defense.
Nah, defense.
You could though. You could.
You got one more pick and then defense, right?
Yeah, I'll go defense. I should have went defense.
Defense. So Cleveland defense or Buffalo or Kansas City?
Oof. I wouldn't take. I don't know any of them. I guess all of them sound pretty decent.
All right.
Don't pick
the only problem is with Kansas City.
Defense sucks.
Yeah, don't take. I was gonna say they get in shootouts too, so you get in a shootout.
I'll go Cleveland. There we go.
I was gonna say Cleveland runs the ball, so their defense isn't on the field that often. You know.
Too late now.
Wait, what happened? What'd you get?
I got a Cleveland defense.
Cleveland's good though. Yeah,
that's what we said. I said get him. Yeah. No, I said good.
Get him. Oh, okay.
No, because I'm saying their offense is on the field a lot, running the ball, so that means their defense doesn't get exposed as much. Right. So that means I think you made a good choice.
Oh, okay. There you go. Thank you.
How's my audio, by the way? Is my audio?
Your audio's good. Yeah, it sounds good. It sounds crispy clean, man. Deep voice. It's good.
Okay, so is it time for kickers yet? Because I'm almost up again.
You can pick a kicker. It's fine. And then you can like auto draft the last pick. It doesn't matter. We're at the end of the draft.
Yeah, it's pretty much over at this point.
We can end the draft here. More people are coming on. Like we should probably just, I don't know.
We'll focus on some TV stuff.
Yeah, let's start on some TVs. It's not a big
let's talk with Cyborg GT here. Thank you.
That's a pretty crazy text. I was looking at this. You want me to read it because I already read it?
Yeah, go for it.
So he said he saw the London Monarchs in NFL Europe play the British American football team, Colchester Gladiators. Wow. And he's been at the NFL at Wembley. And one time he got on the same like lift or elevator as the Tampa Bay cheerleaders at the Super Bowl party. So that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Be hanging out with some Super Bowl cheerleaders at the Super Bowl party.
I have to remove myself for a few minutes. I'll be right back. But go ahead.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, so pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Mark, I believe is his name. Cyborg GT. Pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I wish they still did NFL Europe. That was such a cool development league they had there.
I don't even know about that. I didn't even know about it, man.
Yeah.
I'm so American. I'm so like egotistical American guy. Oh, it's all about. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I like a soccer actually too.
It was like the NBA D League almost, but so like players like even American players would go to the NFL Europe just to get developed. So
you're picking right now. You got 10 seconds. You got 10 seconds. So you just auto draft.
Oh.
9, 8, 7, 6.
It's gonna auto draft. I think. Dang it.
It's fine. Let it auto draft. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop them anyway. Pittsburgh.
Let me see who you got. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
That's all right. TJ Watt's back. It'd be better.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let me see. What comments are we on? We got another one here up on the screen. We can't move that off our screen, unfortunately, because I don't have control of the passive remote one yet. So I see Jason Hall talked about the Q950A. 950A.
Yeah.
Suddenly played static watching Bravia movies on. Wait, what? Oh, the sound bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound bar playing on the A80J. Had to power off soundbar to fix. Anyone else have issues? I don't know, Jason. There's a lot of issues with the ARC and eARC and stuff for all the different companies. I've had pretty good luck with my A90Js playing eARC without issues, but when you cross brands up like that and you're talking Samsung and Sony, I've rarely had stuff work when you do that. So I don't know. Could be tough. I think if you turn it off and back on, and also you're talking about the streaming service where it's changing codecs, and it could be a lot of confusion. I can't use my Sony headphones on a Samsung TV. It won't even work without static. So there's some issues there. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
do you have any
that seems like
issues
a codec
like that?
bug. Yeah, it seems like a codec issue or just like a bug with the Bravia Core app, maybe.
Could be. All right, I gotta pick a kicker. Am I on my last two, or do I have two more picks after this? Let's see. I have three more picks, so not quite defense or kicker time yet. The Indianapolis Colts defense. Let's see. Could pick the Colts. What's that? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say pick Carolina. They're playing the Jets.
There you go. I'm just gonna pick that. Are you really gonna string defenses?
Maybe, I don't know. I got the Pittsburgh defense, which isn't terrible.
Oh, did someone pick the Colts?
No, they're still there.
No, it's right there. There it is.
Yeah.
I'll just take it. We'll get them. All right, not a big deal. I got another one coming up anyways.
So let's answer this one. Can anyone comment on burn-in for today's OLEDs?
I don't have any. That's my comment.
Right, yeah. I would
burn-in.
say it's really overblown. I think that most people aren't going to experience burn-in for their average use case. And even some of the more extreme use cases where you use it as a PC monitor, like I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue if you vary your content from time to time. So.
And how? No, I don't have any worries about it. I did notice on my Samsung phone, I'm starting to get a little burn-in on the bottom. When I see it on a pretty bright gray screen, I can see a little bit of burn-in on it.
How old is it?
It's only like a year old. It was refurbished though. I've broken mine like 3 times. So
gotcha.
Who knows the quality of the screen when I got it? They're putting them together. Could have been used. Who knows? I mean, they look like they're brand new, but those guys are pretty wizard. They have some wizardry when they put these phones back together.
Right, and refurbished can mean really anything. Sometimes.
Oh, of course. But yeah, I don't think it's a problem. I mean, obviously, it's got to be somewhat of a problem if people get it. But I would rather have a TV that's awesome for 5 or 10 years and then get burn-in than sit here and worry about dirty screen effect for the first 5 years when I see it every single day. The things that I can see right now bother me more than fear in the future,
Yeah, I agree with that. I think if you get a bad LCD panel, it's not good. Like it's always gonna bug you if that's something you see right away in content. Sure. But don't go looking for it. Like that's the 100% thing. Don't go looking for it if you don't see it.
All right, here's a pick for me. I was gonna pick a quarterback. I could pick Justin Fields or Trey Lance or somebody. Should I go for it or Tua? Tua's down there still available, or should I just go and pick another position player? Or Kirk Cousins is there, but
I don't need. Do you really need 2 quarterbers?
No, but just a backup. Yeah, I don't know. Pick somebody. Who you got?
I would go. I don't know.
Evan Ingram keeps coming up, but I don't even think I like him.
Do you have a tight end?
Yeah, I have a tight end.
Okay.
James White. I'll take James White because James White can back me up in case my guy gets hurt.
That's right. You got the GOAT tight end, no offense. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. I'll take James White because, if Damian Harris sucks it up, James White is that guy that gets third down back play. And if anyone gets hurt, he basically becomes a superstar.
Hey, guys, I'm back.
Hey.
Okay, cool.
Were you able to catch any of the super chats? I don't know if you guys answered it.
We touched on one, but we could put it up there anyway.
We got the Jason Hall one.
All right. What about Logan Coleman?
No, we hadn't gotten to that one yet.
Okay, hey, thanks Logan for the super chat. He sits 11 feet away from TV huge cinephile, stream, or Blu-ray. Pet peeves are distract, bad full array local dimming, stutter, and poor motion. Between the 65-inch U8G or the C1 or the X90J.
Yeah, he just made it easy for us. If he said all that crap about the FALD, man,
Yep.
C1.
I agree. The C1. C1, no FALD. They have great motion. And the stutter, it is what it is.
If you're a cinephile, you have to like OLEDs. I mean, you can't. If you're a cinephile and you say I don't like full array local dimming, then there you go, game over.
Yeah,
everything has motion interpolation. All those TVs can be set in a decent manner for motion. You know, like
right. And those LCDs that he brought up are potentially bad full array local dimming TVs. So
the X90J for sure. The UAG is not as bad, but yeah.
It can be though. Like the
right.
panel lottery on that is pretty bad.
And you talked about it have some lifted black. Was that what you said about it?
No, not lifted black. And the black levels are actually pretty decent on it, but there's some blooming. But the biggest thing is the brightness is a little bit too
blown
lifted.
Out.
Yeah, it's blown out at times. Like the ELTF is off. So.
And since we're so in love with OLED, it's a good time to bring in this question again. Arthur wants to know, can anyone comment on burn-in in today's OLED? Many people are saying it's not an issue.
We got to that too, but it's okay.
D-Nice doesn't think it's an issue. I don't think it's an issue. But some people are always afraid of that risk. So we're never going to say it won't happen, but most people will say it's not an issue for 99% of the people out there doing 99% of the things you should be doing. There's always that 1% crazy people. If that's you, then stay away.
There's a good question by M World. We can put up there. M Wold.
All right, let me scroll down.
You can find that. It's right at the last comment.
I see
the most recent comment.
There you go. What's more likely?
44-year-old Brady wins another Super Bowl, or the Patriots do it with Mac Jones at quarterback?
Oh.
Well, I have to say, man, it's more likely that Brady wins because, first of all, they're a better team than the Patriots in general. But, I mean, if you were to say, like, what's more likely, like, I mean, where's it, like Mahomes or Brady being 44? Then it's, like, maybe more of a toss-up. But, I mean, Brady, they were just talking about him on Bart and Hahn today about how Tom Brady in his vegan diet, he looks better than he did when he came out of the draft and he looked like, like a pile of mashed potatoes, man. And now he's like looking like he's 20 years old now. He's
and don't forget coaching. Shape. That coach, what he did in Arizona, I mean, he's a quarterback coach. I mean, it's a perfect match, I think.
And they got Gronk and they got all those weapons. They have a really good receiving core on that team.
It's a good match.
Yeah.
All right. Lonely kicker time for me. Who's we got, wait, why is Will Lutz up there if he's on the IR for the whole season? That's weird. Ooh, Rodrigo Blankenship. No, Matt Prater, man. Matt Prater's there?
Matt Prater's still playing?
Oh, you want to take my kicker? You want to take my kicker?
I got to take Matt Prater, man.
Wait,
it's not. Oh, it's your turn.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's your turn.
This is my kicker.
Damn it. I heard the dinging, so I thought I was up.
That's not my kicker. I lied.
All right.
Let's see.
There's a bunch of. I don't really care what kicker I get. I just want a decent kicker that. What about Brandon McManus?
I'll be a homer. Yeah, I'll be a homer.
I was gonna say, pick your guy, man. Get your guy. You already made me take Noah Fant.
Matt Prater used to be the Broncos kicker. I don't know why. Like I thought like years back.
Didn't he play? I thought he was. Wait, that's not the guy that was playing for Detroit all that time, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Same guy.
I thought he was done.
No, he's in Arizona.
I thought he retired. Now. He was the one that was in the video, Mark Rober's video, right? Kicking against his mechanical foot. Have you seen that video?
Yep.
Dude, that was like cool. He's got such good videos. If I could make videos 1/10 as cool as Mark Rober, we'd be all right. Guy's pretty good.
No, we're talking about kickers right now.
Kickers.
So that could be win or lose one kicker.
That's true. Yeah.
But then
when you get that like Will Lutz when he's getting like 15 points a game, sometimes that happens, man, where you get a kicker that just blows it out.
Yeah, good luck to everybody who drafted today.
Yeah, definitely. Good luck. We'll figure out some prize pool stuff and communicate to you guys what first prize get it. But
all right.
I'm gonna drop the Pick'em League link. If anybody wants to join it, it's open.
I want to do it.
You can pick who you think's gonna win every week, and
Do it. Yeah, put it in the chat right now. You should. Can you put it in the chat?
I'm getting the link right now.
Is Ryan Leaf even in the league? What does he do now? Remember Ryan Leaf?
He's a commentator. Isn't he or no?
Remember
I know he was
100 yards or something crazy like that.
He went through some like addiction problems and things, I believe, right?
Man. Yeah, I think a lot of problems. Anger issues, right? You name it.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. Life. Just because you're a football player doesn't mean you're like, you can stop all the other personal problems from coming in your life. So.
That's true.
Hey, when do you guys want to wrap up today? I just wanted to make sure I don't push anyone above.
Well, we're about done with the draft here. We have 4 picks left. I can go for a little longer if people want.
Yeah, you know what? So if you have TV questions, you just joined us.
Start firing them out.
We're going to focus on TV questions for the next 15 minutes or so. So let's talk about it. But a quick review for this week. New TVs launching this week. We spoke to Valectronics about the dual cell. Conclusion, best in class, black room control, the least blooming you're going to get from LCD TV, but not OLED. So if you want OLED deep, no blooming, get an OLED. This is close and better than everything else out there, but not exactly OLED. So that's dual cell, and that's pretty amazing, I have to say. For Hisense to do this, they're taking a huge risk, and it looks like it'll work. And Keep It Classy says he'll be home in 10. I think, are you guys running any longer? Because I have to leave in about 5 or 10, so I don't know.
Wait, what was that?
Classy said he could join us in 5 or 10 minutes, but I was thinking that we're going to end the stream in about 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, no, yeah, we can stop. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
good.
okay, Classy. Don't worry about it. Thanks for offering.
I mean, I'm happy to have him on. I'll go when you go. If you got to go, well, I'll go. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll be streaming on Friday. Well, I'll be streaming. If you guys want to join me, that's cool too.
What time are you doing today?
4 p.m., but we could push it back if we need to. Or...
Well, no, I have my son has his football game, so and then we're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm taking the red eye on Friday night to the TV shootout.
Hey, me
right,
too.
That's what I figured. Yeah, you guys are probably
I'll do
busy.
the same thing. I'm taking the red eye.
What are you flying? What? I'm taking direct flights each way. I paid a little extra just to get direct flights.
You know what? I should have went direct to JFK. Instead, I'm going to White Plains, which does not go direct. So I have to go to Charlotte.
I got Newark, so. So yeah, we went to Charlotte, but I went to Denver and then got dropped.
Oh, hey, the link doesn't work.
I saw. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Oh, because when he tried to put the big link in here, they wouldn't it put in like 7 messages. So
yeah. So TVs dual cell is great. Go ahead.
All you have to do is click on that link he gives you, or don't highlight that last little picture thing. It's just leave it at the 977 or 3997 YMR4 and just end it there, and it'll work if you do that.
Oh, okay.
If you take away that little I don't know, does it say?
Yeah, I don't know why it posts like that. I see what's happening. Okay. It's the right link. It's just I'm just trying to get some spaces going on. Here, what I'll do is this. I'll split it. Did we lose somebody here?
I'm here.
Yeah, my volume was out.
Oh, okay. It just sounded quiet. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I was just responding to something.
All right, so the link
I can
is in
hear
the chat.
myself talk, but
the password is
gets
TV, and the group ID is 22981 if you have trouble with that.
So, Cryptologist Crypto Color Lights has a great question for you guys. Hey, how do you guys make so much money? Is it Bitcoins? KG, how are you so wealthy running around with all those TVs and stuff, man? Share your insights.
KG's that's so hilarious.
Laughing, right?
Oh,
it's so hilarious because the Ferraris and the shop.
I'm far from wealthy. I think I barely get by every month on what I do. So, I don't have a lotot of money.
Not for long though. You're growing. Your channel's growing. Just keep on working. You're good there.
I used some of my savings from my previous job working at Best Buy. I just kind of saved up. I'm trying to be as frugal as possible, but buying TVs isn't really frugal. So
You just got to live like that guy, the crypto millionaire. Have you seen that guy that bought Dogecoin? He literally spends like $100 a month on stuff. He's crazy. He spends like $300 on rent for like a tiny little place in LA. I don't know how he does it.
I have to say, I mean, and you bring up such a good point. Sometimes you hit the jackpot, right? Dogecoin or just anything, but you can't. I don't know. For me, YouTube is a hobby, and we have real jobs. However, it would be nice to make more money on YouTube. The thing is, you got to remember you start to make real money once you hit something like 1 million subscribers. I mean, that's when you can really focus on it. Otherwise, you really do need more income. In addition to what you do on YouTube. So the guys who are making who have 1 million subscribers, that has everything that comes with it: advertisers, endorsements, and when you add it all up, now we're talking probably 15 to 20,000 a month. And that's not a lot, though. I mean, for a lot of people, it's a lot, but really, the amount of work you put into it, you better be making 15 to 20,000 a month with 1 million subscribers. So that's just something for you guys to think about.
Oh yeah, if you get 1 million, you're probably good.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? Anyone? Questions? Last call. This is kind of fun. I haven't done a fantasy draft in a while. I mean, the last time I did it, or I was doing daily fantasy for a while, but I haven't done a season-long draft in a while because it's no fun doing it with strangers.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
I agree.
FOMO.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a live stream from New York on Saturday or not? What time are you getting in?
So I was thinking of just testing a behind-the-scenes live stream, but it would be on my iPhone because it's impossible to get a real setup. So I was going to bring my 8K camera, the Alpha One, and I was going to bring a what are those things? A gimbal for my phone. Wow. But the 8K camera is not for live streaming; it's just for B-roll for after the shootout. But the actual live streaming, I think it will be mostly audio. That's how I was going to approach it.
You're going to do that on Sunday though, not on Saturday.
I wasn't thinking on Saturday because I'll be walking around a lot.
Right.
But we could do a pre-show or something. I don't know.
Well, where are you going on Saturday? Are you going up to Value Electronics on Saturday?
Morning. But after that, we're all heading over to New York City, Manhattan, like lunchtime. So I'll be in Manhattan all day after that.
Well, I get in at 6 a.m. in Newark, so I'm going to be sitting there with nothing to do all day.
Oh, dude,
so I'll probably come up and see you guys. I'll probably just come up to Value Electronics then.
You should.
Are you
because.
Be there?
I'll be there, and then we'll have a ride together back to the city. So if you get to electronics, we'll all share.
I'll come up there. I'll come up there then, because I know I don't even think anyone's. I think even Brian, is he coming up there to start up by you guys?
So actually, Brian may already be at the venue helping out. So you have a way to get to us, or if you're in the city, ask Brian. He might already be in the city because the venue is also being set up by people. So I think it's flexible either way.
And I just talked to Sony today, and they're telling me that a couple of the Sony reps are going to be in New York. So there'll be a couple of people there, and I'll talk. So we're going to hopefully have. I got some word today that I may get access to the 100-inch X. What is it? The X92J? Is that what it is?
95. Oh, the 100-inch 92. Yes, the X92J.
Yes. I might go do an unboxing at Sony's corporate office. Of that big TV
in San Diego.
It's in San Diego. And then also I'm going to get probably the 75-inch 8K Master Series LED too. So that's cool.
Hey, don't trash it too hard because it's going to be a blooming monster.
That's all right. No, I mean I like the X95J. So I mean I think hopefully it wouldn't be much worse than that if
it has more dimming zones.
The X95J has blooming. I think the thing with the blooming for me is more like the IPS panel really makes the blooming stand out in a different way. It's not as subtle. It's just like it's black, and then right next to it is like this really white blooming. So the IPS panels are a little bit less attractive to me, whereas I can handle blooming, especially if it's the less dimming zones where it's just kind of like a little lifted across the whole panel.
Well,
you got a jet, dude?
Oh no. Okay. There was a comment about the Jets. I was going to put on my Jets hat for IRL, right? Real quick. Jets. So Sabra GT is saying, how are the teams looking for everyone? I got auto drafted on my first pick, Patrick Mahomes. So you can tell where it went from there.
My team, I'm looking back at it when I go through and I pick draft, and then you go back and you look at the percentage start and percent, and then I'm like, right. With Jonathan Taylor and James Robinson as my starting running backs, I'm not feeling great about it. But I have Tyreek Hill, Chris Godwin. I don't know. We'll see. My team doesn't look much more than average, to be honest.
Yeah, I like my team. It's not bad.
Let me get on your team. Let me see. I want to see what Mark's is. Let's see what Mark's team looks like. Cyborg GT got Tom Brady, Calvin Ridley, and AJ Brown, Nick Chubb, and Naheem Himes. So Himes is the only question mark there. Cooper Kupp in your flex spot, not bad. Gronk, Ben Roth, Philip Lindsay. Is Lindsay starting? No, he's not. Obviously, if he's only percentage 2%. Yeah, not bad. I would say his running back is the only. Yeah, so that's probably better than my team.
Okay, I wanted to address this question real quick since the theme is the shootout this weekend. Hey, FOMO, did Robert Zone mention who are you're using judges for the TV shootout? And there was a mention of a possible surprise. He did follow up on the surprise, and if you didn't catch it, it is Stacey Spears of Spears and Munsell fame. So if you have the Spears and Munsell test disc, yes, Stacey Spears will be there. Now, whether or not he's still going to come after all the craziness of the whole spike in the global malware and the flood, I don't know, but he is definitely expected to be there. And of course, we have color graders from HBO and Netflix and all that stuff. But the surprise is Stacey Spears.
Dude, IRL HDR, man, talking about the Jets. What happened to the Yankees, man? We lost 7 of 9, and then Cole got hurt. So now our team is falling apart in a hurry, man. I think we had our playoff run there a little bit early. I think we're done now. I don't know.
Hey, I want to respond to Brad and IRL. I got this hat because Sam Darnold was drafted by the Jets. Now he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a Carolinas hat. So you guys know.
Yeah, Darnold hasn't done. He hasn't. You know, you put him on the Jets. You can't. I mean, he's on the Jets, man.
There you go. That's why.
Yeah.
He was literally standing there getting
Yeah.
smoked every pass.
He's running for his life.
I think Darnold will be okay.
Darnold was a great quarterback for when he played in college. I mean, come on.
He was.
Yeah.
I think Mac Jones is going to be, of the 4 really, really good quarterbacks this year, Justin Fields is probably the most athletic. Sam Darnold might be the guy that ends up, being the Hall of Fame. Who knows? It's first year, rookie, not Hall of Fame. Having a good career.
We got a potential stalker here. Don B, are you going to be going to the Rancho Bernardo Sony location? He's going to wait for you at the front door, man.
They said Sorrento Valley or something. I'm not sure where it is. But we talked to the main media person today. After not being able to go to CD, I reached out to them and got in touch with them. So we're going to have some hookups from Sony as far as maybe getting some TVs sooner so we can review them and not have to buy every single TV.
And it's to their benefit because we know what to look for. Hey, Classy, real quick, make sure you talk to Robert to see if he's still around Valectronics at 4 p.m. My understanding is he'll be heading over to the city before lunchtime or at around lunchtime, and he'll spend the rest of Saturday at the city. So, I think that's the plan. Of course, with the flooding being what it is, who knows what it's going to be. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I hope they got I haven't heard, but I wonder if the subway is back in order. I don't really know. I'll probably be taking a bus on the way in. He is definitely a USC guy, man.
Yeah.
And a very sad one this year. But hey, you know what we're gonna do? Bad head coach in college football is a bad head coach.
I'm not a big fan of the Pac-10 because the Badgers used to go to the Rose Bowls all the time, and we'd always have to play, USC or we get crushed by Oregon all the time.
But you guys saw that expansion plan, right? They're adding all these new teams to the SEC, and the Big 12 is just falling apart, and the Pac-12 might have to get Oklahoma State. I mean, it's gonna be crazy, right?
Yeah,
it'll be fun. I'd love to see Oklahoma State on the Pac-12. Actually, it fits very well in the Pac-12. Oklahoma State.
All I know is, as a Badger fan, we had a guy, the Notre Dame quarterback this year was the Badger quarterback 2 years ago, and he lost his job last year, and he looked like a superstar at Notre Dame. Jack Cohn and our guy Graham Mertz looked terrible. He looked terrible. We got beat by a Penn State team that was pretty good, but our quarterback couldn't complete a 5-yard pass. It was awful. I am from Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look, subways are fine. Thank you. That's what I was hoping to hear.
Good deal.
Yeah, I was hoping our hotel won't be flooded out, but
I was there just before the first flood from the hurricane that was in the Atlantic coming in, and then I left during that hurricane. And then right after that you guys got 2 hurricanes in like a week. It's crazy. In New York. Like, think about that. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that is great. And
And
I never
they
saw
had more
flooding.
damage. They had like as bad a damage or as big a death toll as in
Ida,
Louisiana.
New Orleans. Yeah, I couldn't
that's
believe
crazy.
that. I honestly was very surprised. I thought it was old news. Like, what? There's flooding? I was like, wow.
And it was bad. I mean, they got like dumped like
Yeah.
a foot of rain or something. It's nuts.
And here we are in California with no rain. Like,
Yeah,
none.
we couldn't buy. There's no way we can get that kind of rain here. I mean, it's nuts.
Okay, well, that's a
Anyways.
wrap, everyone. Wait, I have to put this up. Yes, I'm very sad that we just turned our quarterbacks to all. It's amazing we get any quarterbacks at all. Okay, so that's a wrap. Hey, thanks everyone for coming. And until next time, pass the
What were you
remote.
gonna say? What were you gonna say,
Go ahead.
KG?
Oh yeah, I was
Go.
gonna say, I do have a stream on Friday, so if you guys want more stream action, Friday 4 p.m. Pacific time, I think Classy's gonna be there. But if not, it'll just be me, and I'll
I'm gonna
answer some
join.
questions. And you're gonna join, or?
I'm joining your football league. I can't. I'm gonna be gone on that one.
Oh, right,
Sorry,
right,
man.
You're
My
gone.
bad.
You're gone.
But I'll be back next week. So.
All right.
All right. Thank you
And
guys.
To
Thanks,
answer everyone,
KG.
yes, we'll have post live streaming thoughts. But not just me, but I know Classy will have thoughts and Brandon will have thoughts. So yeah, we're gonna have fun talking about on the various live streams between all of our channels. So tune in.
Cool.
Until next time, guys, pass the remote.
Peace.
Later.